Hello, Ruma. There is something I wanted to share which you might relate with me a lot. And this happened to me recently. I got a project to work on as a freelance, and it was 2 days. No matter what I do, I could not put the time to start it. It was not like it was something new and have never done, or I was not sure about what I want to do. It was just I was procrastinating it a lot, and I was not even starting it. So I didn't even know what is wrong with me, why I'm not starting it, why I'm not doing anything. Right? Even though I was sure about all the process and how to do everything. So what I did, I got an idea. So I sat down and I started doing it like I'm going to teach it to someone, like as in tutorial, like someone is watching and will learn from it. So with that, I made a huge progress in a short amount of time, and that got me thinking and gave me idea, and you know got me into this loop of thinking all the things we do, like this endless loop of learning things, the amount of things we have to do to progress in career and other things. So I thought, why not just talk about it? So the very first thing which eventually came out of it was Project Paradox. Basically, I got this freelance project, which itself a project, and I was not able to work on it. And I thought, why not make it a tutorial? Because when you have a really great output and you wish you could show that to the world, so I thought, like, why not make a tutorial? So that became another product on itself. So while recording the tutorial, I realized that became a project on itself. Now, whatever the output you get out of the tutorial will, bring me to the output of this freelance project. So, so it became this paradox where both of those started to correlate on each other, which again stopped me from working on the tutorials. So I started procrastinating on the tutorial itself. So so it's a paradox on itself. Then next comes the learning loop, the endless learning loop. So basically, when you have a project or there is something you want to do or learn, you look for tutorials and look for videos and you work on it. We tend to learn more than do things. So at one point we have to decide that we have learned enough. It's time to jump to the project. So basically, just learn enough to get you started. Don't get stuck in this learning loop like you're gonna watch this 10 hours of tutorials, then you're gonna build the project. All of your energy gonna die out while watching the tutorials. Like all the excitement you have, all the fun you want to do, it's gonna be, you know, ended by these tutorials. So if you don't have that much of energy, I believe nobody does, you have to start building project right away. Jump into it. Just learn enough to get started and just learn along the way. And then that on the base of learning, that bring me to the next project, is like professional versus personal learning. Right? So there are some things which are required by the project, and there are some things which you want to learn, you want to gain, so you can grow as an artist or developer or whichever field you want to go into. So this is a really you know tricky dilemma, that should I go into learning about the project what we are working on, or should I learn what helps me build my career better, which I want to pursue. So I have seen so many artists, even myself, we tend to make projects or work on portfolio projects around what we get to work on in the studios. Like if someone is a prop artist, they will make prop in their personal work also. If someone is environment or the type of work they do, they tend to do that work. But sometimes the story is different. So if you have your personal goals, I would suggest on your personal project, work on those, not on the similar things you're doing in the studio. That will help you more achieve your professional goal also and your personal goal as well. And then the supporting thing to that is portfolio. So the portfolio is the most important thing, as you know, and as I said, you need to build your personal project as for your career, all boil down to portfolio, right? And after staring at screen for 10 hours and working tirelessly in the office, who wants to look at the screen, right? And and you know, like the putting that energy to do that. But I would say that's why I suggested working on a personal project, because if you put that will give you a push and energy to work on the portfolio project. So you don't have to do the same thing you're doing from a long time. This is something new. You want to try out, you want to work on, and basically you want to pursue that career. So you want to showcase that, right? If you are stuck in the portfolio, start small. Just think what you want to do, and in that area, just pick something small. But I believe that everyone should have a personal brand, and you should also make your own personal brand. How it works, and when I remember when we were students, we used to discuss this portfolios of these awesome artists. Like for example, I remember I looked at the portfolio of Andrew Everkin, a wonderful artist, and we used to look at his work and feel, oh, like that's so awesome, right? And I actually worked after so many years. I have worked with the same artist alongside. So I shared this thought, right? So like you look up to these artists and then you eventually get to work with them. And the same thing is true for you also. So if you make a good portfolio, then those aspiring artists who are trying to get into the industry gonna look at that work and they're gonna reach out to you and ask and praise your work, and they would like to continue. So you are this tiny hope of personality to these people who are aspiring to get into this industry. So many people reach out to me, and I'm humble enough, I'm very grateful that they reach out and think I gave them that energy, that hope to get into this industry, to grow like me. But that's wonderful. But you can be that too, right? So you have that uniqueness which you need to share to the world. You have unique art style, unique work. So build that personality, build that personal brand, even if it's small. Build that. So that's gonna help a lot you and the community also. While building the personal brand, you will come across social media and marketing. You have to market yourself if you want to build a personal brand. Social media is there, it's there to stay, and if you're not gonna share anything, you're not gonna reach anyone. Nobody gonna know that you exist. That's the harsh truth of today's society, and you have to participate in that. So work on your things and share as much as possible. You post some nice tutorial, share a post. You made something, even if it's a basic, share. You made something unique out of that after watching the tutorial, share. So you gonna keep sharing until you start to catch those eyes, and then some people gonna get related to that, and they could relate to that, and they're gonna reach out to you, and then you're gonna start building that community of yours, which gonna build your personal brand. So leverage the marketing and the social media, which is necessary. Don't avoid it. Be heard and be seen. It's really important as an artist in today's society. And that's bring me to slowly to the psychology and the philosophy of life. You might hear like this: keep doing things, and keep building portfolio, working on project. But where is the time for life, right? And what about taking care of health, taking care of other things, participating in social life? That is all a big part of life, and this thing might be temporary. Your you're building the portfolio and building the personal brand, it will take time to start, but after a while it will be very calm down. It will not take that much effort that it took to start it. The exponential growth will kick in if you put effort slowly in, right? That's the harsh truth about life, and you have to put that work in the start. So in the end, I asked like how I managed it in the end. So basically, as I shared before, I started to turn it into education content. So I started pouring my thoughts like in this video and through my channel from my YouTube. I started posting on LinkedIn. I started sharing things which I cared about. I started sharing things which bugged me. So and I tried different ways, right? And this long form videos helped me, and like you're watching this video, that's how I started. So you have to find your reason and your purpose and your way of sharing your thoughts. I totally agree with people who need balance in their life, but I would say just throw it in the trash. If you want something to happen in your life, then you own it. Go out and create stuff. Embrace this chaos, right? Who need this work-life balance when you can create a lot of stuff for you? So go ahead and build this stuff for you. So my closing thought is, if you are open to learn and grow as an artist, you want to try out stuff and you want to do a lot of things, then you have to put those hours. And you might fall down a lot, you might stumble a lot, but in the end, this is your journey. So embrace it and put that effort to go through it, to figure out the path how you can do it more effectively and more uh, positively ahead. Your small step toward your career gonna take you a long way ahead. So if you are stuck and need help, I'm always available, and reach out to me through my document page and through the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.